Yeah, fuck you too, Nick. Okay, all right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to that episode of the WASD and Beyond podcast. We're your hosts, Nick and Brody. Thank you guys for tuning in this week. That was a long, hard, deep breath I just had to swallow. I just took in the middle of the intro. That's good. But thank you guys for all tuning back in this week to the show. Before we kick it off, let's shout out the sponsors. Final Boss and Doc Longy. Doc Longy's drop just ended, so be sure to check out the website for any leftovers or anything that you may want from other drops that you may have on the website. Final Boss's drop is up until Monday, so be sure to grab what you want from the Red Dead Redemption 2 drop. That drop is amazing. Shirts, wall flag, blankets, some other goodies, long sleeves, a pin, you name it, it's there. Be sure to get you one. Be sure to get you something from the drop. Holy shit, my brain is malfunctioning. While we are plugging things, please check out the Spawn Camp. That is me, Brody, and everybody else part of the network. From Evan to Matt to Logan to all the guys in the server. We are all doing our best to make a community that is welcoming and open to everybody to join. Whether you're into gaming, gunpla, 40k, puzzles, D&D, it's all there for you. Come join, have fun, it's free. Also, please check out Roll for Deception. A bit of a hiatus right now. Everyone's trying to kind of get back on the same schedule. And I think you guys should do something drastic. You ready to hear my idea? Kill both of Matt Grant's characters.
I assumed that's what it was gonna be. I agree. Yes.
Not, at this point, he did. Are we about to? This is personal, but he started a job at Ford. Okay, so like
Yeah.
he's not a human.
I don't know if we really had to say what company, but yeah.
Whatever. Fuck him. He's not a human anymore. He's literally a robot. His shift is so wild. That's why it's like, dude, you'll never be able to play again.
Yeah.
So, but Roll for Deception should become. I could just put man on. This is not.
It'll come back in some capacity. Yeah. Right now, I mean, I was on vacation last week, and with everybody starting new shifts essentially for work and everything else, it's just a lot of trying to figure it out and making sure we get the communication dialed in with everyone. And so yes, we are on a unintended hiatus, but we will be back at some point once we can figure out some scheduling stuff, and we'll continue both of our campaigns, I believe.
Yeah, the cliffhangers for everyone, it's just like, the players especially right now, it's like, dude, can we please get this shit on the road? Because by the time you all get back, it's gonna be like, oh fuck, I have to go through my notes. But yeah, so check out WASD and Beyond every Friday and Saturday on YouTube, and then check out Roll for Deception every Wednesday. Cool.
Yes.
Cool. We're good. Brody, 2 questions. How was vacation? Okay. And what have you been playing since you've been home from vacation?
Vacation was fantastic. We went out to San Diego, did a bunch of cool shit, took the kids to SeaWorld, went to Legoland, went to one disappointing thing is my kids are, I think, too old for Legoland now, and that was very heartbreaking.
That sucks.
I'm like, fuck.
Bummer, dude.
Because that was like a highlight of we went down to Florida a few years ago and went to Legoland, and they absolutely fucking loved it, and they were stoked for it, and then we got there, and I'm like, oh no, they're too old. Fuck. That sucks. But they still did have a good time, but definitely like a lot of the rides and stuff weren't nearly as cool as they were a handful of years ago, because my kids are 12 and 9. But yeah, it was awesome. We got to tour the Padres Stadium, got to do, went to the zoo out there, did a lot of really cool shit. It was a busy, but we also had some moments of relaxing and things here and there. Definitely recommend San Diego. San Diego is a fucking awesome place to visit, and lots of things to do out there. But what I have been playing, let's see. On vacation, I pretty much didn't play a whole lot. I slept on a lot of planes and stuff like that. Whatever it is about planes, they just make me sleepy, so I just sleep through most of the ride there. But I did play a game on my Steam Deck called Symphony of War. So this is This is like a, I think Fire Emblem-esque type of game. But the way it works, instead of having like an individual unit that you're controlling, you're actually controlling little small squads. So you build out these squads where you can have like a squad that has, you know, two archers, a rogue, and a couple frontline soldiers, and then they'll go fight, you know, the squads that the campaign throws at you. And you can have some of the maps had like up to 16 or 17 of these little squads that you're controlling.
That's
It's
cool.
very, very fucking cool. It takes the Fire Emblem like idea and kind of changes it to where you're building out these squads to meet certain situations and do certain things and try to basically capitalize the best you can on making like, oh well, this is a full cavalry so they can move quicker and everything, but they're also weak to like spears and stuff like that. There's some goofy things with it. It is definitely an indie game. The art is like the pixel art is actually pretty cool and I really really enjoy it. The art for the like portraits that come up and talk, how a lot of like JRPGs have, you know, where it's just like this is the portrait of this character. Uh they look like characters straight out of a romance novel. It's fucking weird and
Okay.
off-putting. That being said, the story seems okay. Like I kind of figured it was going to be a whatever story, but it seems all right so far. Um, and yeah, I'm really really enjoying it, and we'll definitely finish it out. I'm probably a little over halfway through it right now, I would say. But fantastic Steam Deck game, and it plays exceptionally well there. I mean, there's nothing crazy going on there, but even the controls, I think I had to use the touchscreen a couple times if I had some issues with like some menu stuff, but it wasn't a huge deal. When I got back, let's see, I really have only been playing a couple. Well, one is like a beta, and the other's also like a play test. And then I played a little bit of Diablo as well since the new season dropped the other day, and really enjoying that so far. I mean, it's more Diablo,
Yeah.
so if you didn't like it to begin with, there you are. It's not going to be that drastically different this go around, but they seem to be making a lot of good improvements, especially with last season and this season. They're heading in the right direction, leading into the big expansion that's coming out in October. Really fucking excited for that. I am still enjoying the hell out of Diablo, so
Oh yeah.
I went through the whole season pass last season and plan on doing the same this season. But the two beta slash playtests that I've been playing Delta Force Hawk Ops. Haven't put a whole lot of time into it. I played maybe 3 games or so, like a little over an hour, just because I haven't really had a whole lot of time lately, and I only got home a couple days ago. But it seems pretty solid so far. It is, some of the guns don't feel super great. It is a little bit floatier than what, you know, the good gunplay that you get from like a Battlefield, but it captures a lot of the things that Battlefield does or did well, and I think it does them quite competently. And I think this is actually going to be a pretty good alternative, especially in a world where dice is no longer the dice that we once knew.
Yeah.
Um, so I am enjoying it. I will definitely pick up some more of that. I might even play a little bit more tonight. I gotta stay up tonight, so I'll have plenty of time to play. But my main focus, since I have been home, I have played this game for 2 nights, and I already have 9.6 hours.
Very good.
Mecha Break. This fucking game is awesome. So this is just the beta for it. Of course, it caught everybody's attention, and if you've kind of been around gaming for a while, you may have seen some of this. But the character customization is in depth. Let's just say that. But the mech customization is actually even far far more in depth, and it is fantastic. Like going in, and you can't really change your kit, so you're not like changing your weapons or anything of that nature, which is nice because all of the mechs have a certain title, and that title is how that mech performs, so you know what you're getting into, which is, I think, is a smart idea. It is essentially a hero shooter in the form of a mech that you have full like paint customization over. So far, I have tried out almost all of the mechs. I think I have 2 mechs that I haven't tried out. But Man, I am enjoying this game a lot. A bunch of the guys in the server that are real big into Gundam are fucking loving it. We've been playing it a lot over the last 2 nights, and I am so fucking excited for this game. This game was one that I was pretty pumped for, and now playing it, getting hands on, this is most definitely a game that has moved very high up on my list of like most anticipated games. I spent probably a couple hours last night just painting mechs because it goes way in depth, and I love that shit. Very cool though. If you haven't checked it out, I believe it's getting ready to enter an open beta starting tomorrow, I want to say,
Ah, very
or when
good.
this episode comes out. So hop on Steam, or I'm not sure if it's going to be on PlayStation as well. I think it is only a Steam beta, but definitely check it out. It is worth it. Even if you aren't big into mechs, I think it plays well enough as a hero shooter that it is worth giving a go. But I feel like I have been talking for far too long, and I am now going to ask you, uh, what have you been playing?
So in preparation for Space Marine 2, I've painted some 40K models, and I think I did a fucking good job. Uh, B, I've been playing Space Marine. Um, really going back to the story, trying to beat it again. I haven't played that game in God knows how long. It's actually a really great Steam Deck game. If you are looking for an awesome 40K game, and a good third-person shooter, that's what you want to get to prepare yourself for Space Marine 2. So
I believe
Space
it was just
Marine,
on sale too.
is it?
It was. I don't. It is not anymore.
How
Never
much? How
mind.
much is it now?
Full price, 60 bucks for the anniversary edition.
You can get it somewhere else. I would recommend that getting it somewhere else right now, and then getting it on your Steam Deck. It is fucking awesome on the Steam Deck. It runs great. It looks awesome too. So I've been playing it on my PC and on my Steam Deck, and just having a blast with it. I wish there were still people to play with online on those servers, but they're, I mean, that's old at this point.
Yeah.
Um, but Space Marine 2 is like that game for me.
The original came out in what, 2010 or was it
2011,
2012?
2000, between 2010 and 2012. I thought it was maybe 2011 or maybe even 2009.
I will find out.
We're just throwing dates out, throwing years out.
Yeah, the anniversary. Oh fuck. Hang on.
Ah, it's gonna get convoluted.
And I was gonna say the anniversary edition says it came out in 2011.
I think maybe the original release was 2009. If I had to
That
guess.
is probably right. I will find out. You continue on.
But yeah, so I've been playing that. I did try Mecha Break. Um, hmm. I don't think I ever fell in love with mech games because even with like Mech Assault and like all those games, and even Armored Core, I haven't played the new one, but like I've never been a mech guy in terms of video games. Like I've never liked dogfighting. Um, I've never liked combat. Um, or vehicle combat. So I need to really sink my teeth into Mecha Break. I think I really need to try to sink my teeth into it, but it when I was playing it, it was just like my ADHD was like,
There's a lot going on.
dude, it's like it's so loud and not audio wise, but I'm talking like screen wise. Like, dude,
Yes,
there is particles everywhere. Everything is just like whizzing by me. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
it
But
is a lot.
it is
Yeah.
pretty. Brody is right. I didn't get to the mech customization. I only got to the character customization, and you can take your character's butt cheeks or breastises and move them as far as you want or as close as you want, and that was a odd choice. Um, I've been playing Space Marine. That's it. I've been so busy this week, so I haven't really had the time um, to play much. I do want to play Half Life on stream this week after I complete The Night is Grey. Literally an hour left of that game, and I need to just beat it and stream it. So after I beat and stream that, I'm going to replay Black Mesa Half-Life 2 episode 1 and 2 on stream probably again because of all the cool news that we had and the video that we posted and the episode that we posted. Thank you all for checking that out, by the way. That was really cool. Huge morale boost for the WASD and Beyond podcast. You're all still here somewhere. So that meant a lot. Thank you guys for checking the YouTube video out. And the more Half-Life stuff, don't worry. Keep making those videos. I promise. Oh man, that was a good day. But yeah, that's what I've been playing. That's what I've been doing. And that's it. That's it. My brain is like, for some fucking reason, just like firing on 2 cylinders.
That's not good.
We're fine.
I'd say you at least have a 4-banger going on up there, so you're firing on half.
Firing on half, baby. A 4. That's all you're giving me is a 4-banger.
I said at least. Come on now.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit. All right, let's get into the episode. I'm gonna knock something out really quick.
Yeah.
So Quakecon is going on right now. Everyone at Quakecon, hope you're having fun. I'm not there though, but that's fine. It is my mission to go next year. Like I've been saying it for years. Like dude, I need to go to Quakecon. That is like my mecca. Like I need to go. I need to go. I need to go. Next year, I am going to be making the trip to Quakecon. I think, hopefully, I have to go. But Doom 1 and 2 got a huge update today. The update had Doom. Let me grab my notes. I had to write this down. The update had Doom 2, the master levels for Doom 2, TNT Evolution, the Plutonia experiment, No Rest for the Living, Sigil 2, Legacy of Rust, which is a new episode created in collaboration by individuals from id, Night Dive, and Machine Games.
Damn.
That's insane. A new deathmatch map pack featuring 25 maps to accompany the existing 18, bringing the total to 43 maps. Online cross-platform deathmatch and co-op for up to 16 players. Community published single-player mod support with an in-game mod browser. That was very welcoming. That's awesome for this. You could choose to play the original MIDI Doom and Doom 2 soundtracks, or you can do the modern IDFKA versions by Andrew Holschult. It's just phenomenal. That includes the brand new Doom 2 recordings, improved performance with multi-threaded rendering supporting up to 4K resolution and 120 FPS on Xbox Series X, PC, and PlayStation 5. It's on the Kex engine now from Night Dive. Like, it's just, this is fucking awesome. So I wanted to talk about that. It comes with the id vault, so you can like look at all the old enemies and the weapons and the sound bites. So I mean, it's just a lot. If you already own Doom and Doom 2, this, when you go to update, it just kind of mashes both of them together, which is really nice as well. So you just click Doom 1 and 2. It just says Doom and Doom 2 all together, and boom, you're in. On top of that, there is a Doom anthology coming out. I want to say, I thought I saw it for like $80, but for that $80, you get all of the Doom games and a 5-inch BFG that lights up. That's incredible. For that price point too, I think it was $80. For that price point, amazing. Fucking amazing. Doom is alive and well, and hopefully during QuakeCon we will hear some more about Doom the Dark Ages. Maybe a Quake 3 remaster or Night Dive. That would be cool. Let's get those servers repopping. So yeah, everyone at QuakeCon, I hope you're having a blast, and hope you're having fun without me, I guess. Anyways, what do you think we should jump into first? Unless you had any other news. You brought up a funny one actually about Roblox being banned in Turkey.
Yeah. I mean, funny kind of.
Well, okay, maybe
it was
it's not
banned.
funny.
Yeah. I mean, it was banned indefinitely in Turkey over child exploitation. I'm trying to see what the actual.
Okay, so not funny.
Not really.
I'll explain why I thought it funny.
Yeah. The site. This is from Dexterto or whatever the fuck. I'm just reading. Yeah, sure. The site is, which I'm gonna be real honest. I usually don't pay much attention to because I feel like they do a lot of clickbaity shit and bad reporting most of the time. But regardless, here we are. It says Roblox has been the subject of much criticism for not protecting its largely youthful user base. The site has been criticized for its poor safety safeguards against mature material as well as for benefiting from child labor, since many of the popular minigames that drive the platform's popularity are created by young creators. Currently in a class action lawsuit for failing to compensate consumers who spent Robux on virtual objects that were later deleted. So as part of that deal, Roblox will establish a $10 million settlement fund from which customers will immediately get a Robux credit to their Roblox account.
Oh my god. Okay, so this is not good.
Yeah, no. Turkish Directorate of Communications official comment was Roblox ban was primarily motivated by reports of inappropriate sexual content on the platform, which was perceived as exploiting children.
Okay, yeah, that's the yucky part of all this.
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, what everybody has kind of known about Roblox for a while now, which again, it is stupid popular.
Yeah.
My kids have engaged in quite a bit of Roblox content, either through playing games or watching, I mean, countless fucking YouTube videos about the game. But yeah, there's a lot of easy ways that game falls into some pretty bad trappings, just like any user created type of game like that. And
Yeah.
that is one of the problems. And it is very hard for them to monitor all of that, to be perfectly honest. I don't expect them to catch all of it. They can only do so much, even through, utilizing certain different safeguards and whatnot. But it does sound like Roblox has a particular problem with actually catching at least the majority of them. It seems like they catch some, and a lot of shit gets through. It's a very weird game. I don't
know how it works.
I can't fully wrap my head around a lot of because you think of Roblox, you think of those big chunky like square people, and then but I mean there's a lot of games that don't necessarily look that way. Like I don't fully understand. Most of them do look that way.
Okay.
But it's a very weird platform. It is so stupid popular. It has to bring in crazy amounts of money.
Oh, I would assume so.
But yeah, certainly not good. I am actually surprised that it hasn't gotten banned more places, especially until they can prove that they can actually, provide the proper safeguards to keep this kind of shit at bay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Turkey's the first. I imagine more will follow, especially over in Europe. I imagine that's going to be something that is going to happen quite quickly.
Okay, can I explain why I thought may be funny?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think anybody thought.
Okay.
Wow, maybe somebody thought you.
Okay. I thought maybe funny because I thought maybe the Turkish government was like, no, this game make the kids stupid. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I could see that even coming from like Romania. I can make these jokes. I'm Eastern European. Be nice to me. But I thought maybe like they were like, no, like literally like it's just making kids stupid, and that's why they call it child exploitation. I didn't even put in my head for a moment sexual exploitation of a child.
Yeah.
That's why I was like
No.
laughing. So it's like, oh, okay. Well, you just brought that up, and I've been chuckling. So very good, Nick.
Yeah, nice job. No, no, that's fair. Without reading the article, it really could be any number of things because I mean, Fortnite has gotten accused of what is that? Dark patterns, I think, is what it's called.
Dark
Which is fair
patterns.
because yeah, it's whenever they like essentially not necessarily trap, but trick kids into spending money.
Oh yeah.
Because they had a lot of things where it was like a one-click buy type of deal
Oh
and
yeah.
like a bunch of shit like that. Yeah, Fortnite got hit pretty hard over that. Yeah, so just kind of trickling back to the revenue that Fortnite brings in 2022, they made $2.2 billion.
Roblox or Fortnite?
Yeah, Roblox.
The game looks. I don't know how that game is played. I thought you were just a block guy.
Yeah, but a lot of the games are designed with essentially microtransactions. So if you're playing whatever it may be, you can buy some overpowered pack to be the most powerful person in this server for whatever game it may be, and kids fucking do it. Or they buy cosmetics. Yeah, $2.2 billion.
Oh
For
my god.
reference, I believe that same year it was Fortnite that made, or I think it was specifically Fortnite, not Epic as a whole, but it was like 5 billion. So Roblox was half of that revenue, which is still an ungodly amount of money, of course. Um, yeah,
You know Big Kyle?
yeah.
Okay. Kyle's kid is now playing Roblox.
Mm-hmm.
But like by when a typical 4-year-old, that means hands the father the controller.
Yeah.
Kyle said that he's in like some like city building mode where like in a server full of other kids that his kids playing with sometimes. But he said he just like becomes God and like blows up all their houses and like he just like can hear these kids screaming on the other end of the.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I'm
Oh,
like God and I just kill all these kids. It's hilarious.
okay. So I was way off, actually. Apparently, Fortnite made 20 billion in 2022. Whoops. It was 5 billion the year before that, 2021.
They jump. Jesus.
Quadrupled their fucking earnings.
Well,
Christ on a bike. What the fuck?
okay. So there's all that. So to all our Turkish friends, I guess you're not playing Roblox anymore.
Yeah.
No love lost for most people. I would say. I think Roblox is definitely
No.
a kid's game, and like,
Oh, absolutely.
which is fine. But like,
Absolutely.
I don't. If anyone in our server was loading up Roblox, I'd probably just go to their house and give them an atomic wedgie, and then
Yeah.
like noogie noogie.
Probably have to bully them for
Yeah, you
sure.
just have to bully them. We don't support bullying on the show. Anyways, don't bully your friends for playing Roblox. Do you want to hit the last two topics? Just
Yes,
which one do you want to go
yes.
with first?
So let's touch on the Borderlands shit first. I
Not
don't have
good.
a ton to say about it. So obviously we have not seen Borderlands because at the time of this recording, the movie is not actually out yet. Uh, we are basically pretty much going solely off of the preview stuff and what we have heard from other sources and such. But to no one's surprise, the Borderlands movie sucks really fucking bad. Apparently, I assumed it was not going to be good. I assumed it was not going to perform well because it is also, while it is, I mean, has fairly large amongst gaming communities, I suppose, to
Yeah.
at least 10 years ago it was. Um, it seems like a weird one to try to be like, hey, let's make a fucking movie out of this. And it turns out that, all of the things we figured would be a problem are a problem. Like, it's not funny. And it doesn't capture whether you like the humor of Borderlands or not, it does not capture that. Also, I mean, I'm,
Let it out.
listen, listen. Kevin Hart was funny 15 fucking years ago when he first came out. He's not fucking funny anymore. Like, I don't find him amusing. He does the same shit every time. It's the same fucking bits. The fact that he keeps being cast in Hollywood movies is fucking astounding to me.
Beyond me.
The only redeeming thing about the fucking Borderlands casting was Jack Black as
Claptrap.
Claptrap, and he was on I think it was Conan's fucking podcast not too long ago, and like barely even talked about Borderlands. He's like, oh, like at the end of the fucking podcast, he's like, oh yeah, by the way, Borderlands. Like he seemed like he didn't even want to be connected to
This
it
is
in
like the
any
whole time they
capacity.
should be.
Yeah, no, the reason he was probably invited there, or was probably to promote this movie, and I don't know, man. Yeah, everything about this is just kind of fucked. It's a shame because I do have love. I think I have more nostalgia for
Rose
Borderlands than
tinted
I do
glasses.
actual love. I played Tiny Tina's. It was fine. But it is definitely not. It's not a game that appeals to me much anymore unless I'm playing with friends. Like I downloaded Borderlands 2 a couple months ago to play with some friends, and we
Yeah.
played for like an hour, and then we're like, we're good. Um, so yeah, I mean, I am not surprised to hear that this sucks. I am a little surprised that it sucks as bad as it does. Granted, leading up to this, we didn't hear anything about it for like a couple years after they announced it. It sounds like the head writer has basically pulled his name from the fucking
It's
credits
Craig
and is
Mazin.
using and is using
His
a
fucking
pin name
yeah.
essentially because he's like, I don't even want this on my fucking
It's
writing
fucking
credits.
Craig Mazin.
Eli Roth does what Eli Roth does best and just does some fucking off the wall director bullshit. This really seems to harken a lot to, again, based on what I'm hearing, not on actually seeing it, but it seems to harken a lot to what we said about Halo. Stop getting people involved in fucking things that they don't know anything about, nor do they care to learn about. Like video game audiences are passionate about the fucking things they love, and when you get somebody involved that doesn't give a fuck about the source material, they're going to butcher it and people are going to fucking hate it. I don't understand why that is hard for Hollywood to get a grasp on, but it happens time and time again.
Ugh.
Stop fucking doing it. It is
Not,
so easy to avoid. So fucking easy.
not only all that, it premiered with a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, to, and it only got up to 4% because of one good review. That's to put that in
Which I assume is somebody that has either terrible taste or has no love for the Borderlands.
From what I am hearing, this movie is
Uh,
unwatchable, unfunny. It is the cheapest, most expensive movie you could watch this summer, and I'm in it. I'm for it. I'm gonna go see it, dude. I love The Room.
oh yeah, there is but the bad part is it reaching the point of being bad enough that it is amusing?
Hmm.
Because it doesn't sound like it's doing that.
I called
It
this
sounds like it is that level of bad before that, where it comes back around to being like kind of amusing and kind of watchable. It sounds like it's that level right before that where it's just fucking bad.
I called this summer's Morbius, and I think
Oh,
I'm right.
I don't know if it's gonna meme like Morbius that
I
did though.
guarantee if you're gonna go the minute this goes on fucking digital, which it will be next week,
Oh,
probably they're gonna just go fucking get this out of theaters. And what sucks too, really quick, all of like the clap traps they've built that are just roaming around here and there. That's a
yeah.
lot of money you wasted. But like the minute it hits streaming, I guarantee you go on Twitch. Listen up right now to the audience. Go on Twitch. Type in Artifact. When Morbius was still in theaters, you could watch the theater rip of Morbius on Twitch under Artifact. And that's how I watched Morbius. First
I
time.
feel like this is 100% something we have to watch as a server.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't like I almost don't want to go see it in theaters. One, I don't want to give them any
I
fucking
can't
money.
wait to review this movie. I cannot
and
wait.
and two, I feel like this is going to be something that is going to be best enjoyed in a group where we can go, what in the actual fuck just happened there?
I almost want to make a day where we figure out once it hits like streaming, where we can be like, okay, whose house are we meeting at? Like,
Oh god.
like do I pull out the projector and like we just project it outside somewhere and make an
God.
event out of it where we're all just like every time Claptrap has like the original voice, but also Jack Black's voice, we just take a shot because then we're fucked. Every time Kevin Hart makes a bad joke, fucked. Like I'm about to, dude. I'm telling you, it's gonna meet the levels right under Morbius in The Room.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's
oh.
it's gonna be it. I will watch it. I will
Yeah,
not spend money to watch it. I will find a way to watch this movie without giving them any fucking money because I am not supporting this fucking bullshit. Just like I'm not watching the second season of Halo because I am not giving Paramount any fucking money for taking my boy and hurting him.
What streaming service is this going on? This is not going on HBO. I'll tell you that right now.
No.
I'm saying it's going to go right
No.
to Peacock.
Oh.
I'm saying Peacock, bro.
I bet you Netflix is stupid enough to get it.
No.
Yeah. They had Morbius. You fucking kidding me? Netflix 100% will pick this shit up, especially if it starts getting memed. Like, oh, for sure.
Also, YouTube, don't look at the top of my head. If I keep bending down, I know I have a cowlick. I'm not balding.
What's wrong with that? You piece of shit.
You could grow a nice little 5 o'clock shadow on top of your shiny little head. And it would look fine, Logan. Dude, you should Logan the beard up.
I've done it before.
I know. Do you think Amber would be pissed?
Nah.
She likes it?
I don't know if she likes it.
Well, that's
I
a
don't
real
think
question.
she'd be pissed. Just the little fucking get rid of the mustache and get rid of the fucking soul patch here.
Dude, you got just wake her up tomorrow with a nice little morning, and she'll be like, "Where is it? Where's that rug?"
Just love you, bub.
Oh, thanks, Peanut. Oh man, Borderlands. The only thing, and before we get into the last topic, the only thing I will say is popcorn bucket. I'm not a before you call me the popcorn bucket guy.
You are the king of the almost fuckable popcorn buckets.
I didn't get the Dune one, which I wanted.
Not for lack of trying.
I did try very hard. I didn't get the Wolverine one.
I did. I bought the pre-order that you posted the other
You
day.
cunt. Fuck. Is it still up?
I don't know. You're the one that posted it.
Okay, so you're a popcorn bucket guy too.
No, I just want the Wolverine.
You're a fucking popcorn guy too, bro.
No, I'm just a diehard fucking Wolverine fan, and
Okay.
that shit makes me fucking laugh. And I'm gonna put it in the background here, so it's in every fucking stream we do.
That rules. Oh my. Well, I got the Xenomorph bucket though. I had to get the Xenomorph head.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not an Alien fan, so
I looked at it. It's totally the Xenomorph from Alien Covenant, though. I went, that's the Xenomorph from Alien Covenant. The mold of that head
means very little to me.
Whatever. And I got the cup. The cup, if you tilt the cup, it has the Xenomorph blood in it. So it's just cool. $45 for both. It's kind of it's movie theater prices, bro.
Yeah.
People are
By
selling
the time I bought the fucking
yeah.
popcorn bucket, I think it was like a fucking probably close to 40, but I couldn't help myself.
So what we're saying here is, folks, just because the popcorn buckets that you want sell out, don't buy them on eBay. AMC is obviously Cinemark knows you all want it. Just wait. They will post it.
You know how much money they've probably made off of those buckets? Like crazy amounts. And also fuck scalpers, so
yeah, don't support the scalpers. But so yeah, go to the Cinemark site and go buy the Wolverine one, or once the Alien Romulus one goes up, get that. The Claptrap popcorn bucket is a cool fucking piece, and it lights up right where the eye is, which I think that may have been a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I wouldn't want that. At least in the theaters, don't give it batteries. Because I could see some asshole turning that bitch on, and you're like, dude, like, I know it's cool. We all know it's cool. That's why we spent the $40 to get it. But like that, I will probably buy the Claptrap bucket. Only because, like, that'll look good on the shelf. I love Claptrap as a character. Like, fuck it, dude, whatever. That's the only redeemable thing I have to say about Borderlands, and I think we're done with that. Off to some, I would say, shit news. Game Informer, after what, 30...
I think it was 33 years.
33, something like that. You could probably fact check us on that. After 30 some odd years, has finally closed down. Unfortunately, the way in which it was done wasn't at all harmonious.
33 years.
33 years. Okay.
Yep.
It wasn't done in a nice way. It wasn't done in a, hey, like, this has been coming. We all knew it was coming, but we were kind of waiting. This was a swing of the axe. They're done. They all went to work, and there was an email, from what I understand. And it's closed. And that sucks because I will always have fond. This is kind of like my little piece, really quick, on this. I will always have fond memories of Game Informer. You know, me and Ed he would get a subscription, and then I would want one. I'd go to GameStop, or his dad got me a subscription, and then we would just bring him to school, and we would read about the games coming out. So fucking, I can remember reading Halo 2 in Game Informer. You know what I mean? Like, this is the next Halo coming out before we would see a trailer or anything like that. Like, here's what Microsoft's working on. Here's what Bungie's working on. PlayStation, like, oh, here's the next Metal Gear or Half-Life 2. And I remember all those, and it's such a fucking bummer that it was done so unceremoniously and callously.
Yeah.
And the biggest fuck you was when, like, the chief editor in charge. I don't know exactly how, like, the titles.
I got you.
Yeah.
Matt Miller, editor in chief.
Editor in chief. Thank you. Goes on the Game Informer Twitter to give a proper send off to some Class A employees, like people who poured their hearts and souls into the front of the cover, to the back of the fucking cover, and every page in between. GameStop nukes it. Yeah, holy shit. You find the Ark of the
Brighter
Covenant?
than the fucking sun. Holy shit.
Open up the Ark of the Covenant, bro.
Oh.
But yeah, they nuke the page. They're going on a tear right now. I think. Do you want to pick up here then? Because it's just bullshit, dude. It's so unceremonious. It's so like a spit in the face of such an awesome legacy, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think if I remember correctly, there was pretty big cuts to their workforce.
Yeah.
I think last year. So I can't say I'm too surprised that this happened. I am surprised that it happened as abruptly as it did, and that's the biggest problem here. I mean, if you have to shut it down, that's one thing. Like whatever, but give it a good send off. Like it is a pretty beloved piece of like gaming history. I mean, to like you said, I remember reading this back, when Gears 2 was coming out, when Halo 2 was coming out. Like all of this, like I remember when GameStop was the place you would go, and you would always get the fucking membership because you would end up saving the money, so you would get the magazines every month, right?
Yep.
And I remember taking these magazines and reading. That's how, you got the news really back
Yeah.
at a certain point. Like, yeah, the internet was a thing, but it's not most people didn't use it in the same way we do now. So these magazines were so fucking important for people who were like, "Oh, how's this game? How's this game?" Like, "Oh, I heard that,
scoops were in these magazines.
yeah, a lot of fantastic interviews with the devs and things like that. Like Game Informer, yeah, I haven't really used it in God knows how long at this point, but like it was such an important part of that time in gaming history. And so yeah, I understand it's not as much of a thing as it used to be, right? They kind of did away with the magazines. They went to a digital format that you had to access through like the GameStop fucking app
So
and like
dumb.
all whatever it was, right? But at the same time, to give it this kind of a shitty send off, or not even a send off, like they
Hold the plug.
like you said, they sent out an email, fucking done. They went through and scorched earth. They got rid of almost all of the archives for Game Informer. The only way to read any of their articles right now are on third-party sites that had been doing backups for years.
So stupid.
They got rid of the Twitter account or X account or whatever the fuck, and like completely just scorched earth this thing. Like it never existed other than on third-party sites that had kept these kind of databases on it.
Yeah.
It sucks, man. Like I don't agree with that kind of shit. I can't imagine it would have cost them that much to keep the back end up for for, you know, Game Informer, at least for a little while or something. Like I could understand like, hey, you know, in this amount of time we're gonna get rid of it or whatever, right? But the way they did this was so fucked up. They to a lot of these, you know, the people that had been working here, like it's just the worst kind of send off they could have ever had, and definitely feel for them. So I'm trying to read like some of what was posted here. Okay, well, I don't know. That might have been deleted. Like,
Oh
I don't.
God.
I know MinMax is doing like a big kickoff or like a celebration of Game Informer, and they were really doing like a good job of doing what, you know, GameStop should have fucking done. Also, fuck GameStop. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of been a general sentiment for a while now, but fuck them again. And yeah, it sucks, man. I really don't know what else to say on it other
Yeah.
than like this was fucking shit, and they deserved better. Game Informer as a division of GameStop deserved better, and this is not good for anything. I mean, we've talked in past years about, you know, how physical media seems to be going by the wayside. A lot of games are digital. Magazines, really, like, who the fuck reads magazines anymore unless it's something really cool that you went after specifically. um and to see something that didn't have to be killed in the way it did, and the something that could have been archived, it could have been a cool look at like gaming history,
Yeah.
just be killed like this and completely disposed of in such a uh like terror, almost malicious way
They didn't even
is
take it
it's
out
really
back. They
fucked up.
shot it in front of the kids at the birthday party.
Yeah, yeah. I,
Like,
I I don't even know if they shot it. I feel like that was even too generous. I think they slit
just
its
like,
fucking throat and let
yeah.
it bleed out in front of everybody. Like, it's fucked up, man.
It's scummy. It's fucking scummy.
Yeah.
The least they could have done was give them a goodbye issue
Hmm.
where you go. It could have been a big fucking issue where you
Yeah.
just go through the years. You show fucking covers and you show, you know, snippets of articles and the people behind the magazine. How hard would it have been to have a couple pages dedicated to a couple photos of people working on the magazine, um, pictures of them, and all of their names,
Yeah.
and to show past employees, right? Like old photos of them putting the rag together, and how hard would that have been?
The problem is Game Informer was owned by fucking GameStop,
Yeah,
and GameStop has been flailing for the last fucking at least 8 years, probably at least.
yeah.
And it just keeps getting progressively worse. They had a little bit of an upkick there because of all the stock market bullshit that happened, and that's the only reason they're still fucking alive
Every
right now.
diamond hands. Don't worry, everybody. Everybody who went to the moon and is back home, and
Yeah.
they're working at McDonald's again. So say hello to all the diamond hands.
Yeah. Um, but
Sorry.
I mean, that's the only reason that GameStop is still around right now is because of all of that. And I don't think it is too much longer before that company finally flails. Unfortunately, there's still people still pulling the stock market bullshit. You know, every once in a while it gets a little bit of life breathed
It's
back
so
into it, but
stupid.
it is so dumb. It is so dumb. But uh, ultimately, I mean, at this point, GameStop doesn't need to exist. Especially, you know, with how they handled this. Clearly, their leadership over there is fucked. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're flailing. They're trying to stay afloat however they can, and they're, you know, cutting Game Informer was an easy thing to do, and doing it with scorched earth was what they thought was fitting, and they thought nobody would give a fuck,
They were
and
wrong.
they were very wrong. A lot of people that, and again, in my case, right? Like, I haven't read Game Informer, and I couldn't tell you how long. But at the same time, like, this isn't right. Like,
No, uncool,
you
man.
don't have to be a fan of whatever it is to realize like this is not okay. So
No.
there's a huge outreach. A lot of people are reaching out to, you know, some of the people that working at Game Informer. I hope that there's a place for these people to fall, but unfortunately, this industry is also fucked, and
Stay away
and
from
even
IGN.
Yeah, and even the journalist side of things is very competitive. There's I mean, really a lot of the names that you have heard in journalism. I mean, there's only I could say maybe 20 of them uh, that are really like in the mix all of the time at the big studios, or not studios, but big
Publishers.
publishers. And so yeah, I don't know if there's a whole lot of places for these people to go. I do hope there is, because I feel like, in especially with the way gaming journalism is, I feel like the Game Informer folks did probably the best job
Yeah.
that I have seen in a long time. I mean, you look at places like Kotaku, that's just a cess fucking pool of bullshit, and you know, the disrespect they have for any developers, which is how we got hooked up with Whale Stork. Fuck Kotaku as well.
Fuck
We're
IGN.
just, you know, fuck everybody, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Fuck.
it
I like
sucks,
that.
man. Right? I hope there is somewhere for these people to go, and I hope it would be cool to see somebody maybe try to spin this up again in some fashion, but unfortunately that doesn't tend to go very well either, and I don't know, man. It sucks. It really feels like so much of our like nostalgia for gaming is dying slowly, like between E3 and Game Informer, and I mean
G4.
GameStop, whether for G4, GameStop, for better or worse, like that was a huge part of my childhood.
It
I
was,
remember
but
a
let
lot
it
of
go.
GameStop, but
It's evil
yeah,
now.
it can go. That one can go, and I'm not gonna fucking miss it. But it does feel like it is a whole new era, and it's we're fucking old, man. Uh,
Hey, speak for yourself. I'm older than
I'm
you.
fucking old, man.
Fucking. No, it
Which makes you like practically ancient.
fucking it sucks,
Got
dude.
like a year on it.
Fuck you. Um, I'm bummed out. I
Yeah,
Mario, my little brother gets Game Informers every month. Got
yeah,
them every month, and he
got.
still went through them, and it sucks. And I hope to leave this episode off on something positive. I really do hope that the people at Game Informer can band together in some way, shape, or form and do something cool. There are cool gaming magazines still available. Um, you know, indie stuff. So, Reload magazine's a great one. I love what the Reload team does. Um, and that's just one of them I can name off the top of my head, unfortunately, because there's not a lot, but I feel like that is a cool market that people want physical media, as you could see with both of our cameras. They want physical things from the things they love. I want Doom stuff. I want Half-Life and Halo, and Brody likes anything Marvel, right? Like, that's why
Mm-hmm.
it's important. And I have physical big boxes right there. Brody has video games on his shelf.
Yeah.
It's important. I have a stack of fucking PC Gamer magazines from the 90s, early 2000s out on my shelf out there because I'd love to have it. Stop taking the shit away from us. But I hope they all land on their feet. I hope there's somewhere they can go. And I just really, really, really want to emphasize, fuck GameStop. Do not shop there. It's
Yeah,
not
fuck
even a video
GameStop.
game store anymore. It's a Funko Pop store.
Yeah,
That's
which I know I have a ton of Funko Pops behind me. I fucking
He is
don't
trying to
care for.
sell them. He's trying to sell them.
I am trying to sell them, but I have a hard time getting rid of the Marvel ones. Like you said, I'm a big Marvel fan.
That's
So
different, man.
it's
I
like,
have a
fuck.
fucking couple Pops, but like, it's not a video game store. And it
No.
as a in its younger days and as a kid, you'd go in there and be like, dude, this is awesome, because it felt like a video game store because it was.
Yeah.
It's not anymore. It's not. It's
No.
it's a way to nickel and dime you in your trade-ins, to fuck you as hard as they can. We hope you all land on your feet, and we wish you the best of luck. That's all we can do. If any of you from the Game Informer team want to hop on the show and talk, you are more than welcome to hop on our platform and speak. And if you want to
Yeah.
fucking scorch earth GameStop back, we will scorch earth the motherfuck out of them, because motherfuck them.
Yeah.
I feel better.
Yeah.
I have to pee. Bladder of a 5-year-old baby. You ready to wrap this bitch up?
Uh-huh.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode. Again, thank you so much for earlier in the week tuning in to just me talking. Crazy. 2,000 views is a milestone for this podcast. It's really fucking big, and it meant a lot to see all the positive comments, even if I felt like I was waffling. People were like, "No, it was really good." I was like, "Oh, thank fucking God," because I thought I sounded like an asshole. Thank you so much. Please check out our show every Friday and Saturday on YouTube. Check out Roll for Deception when it comes back on Wednesdays. Check out Final Boss. Check out Doc Longy. Join the Spawn Camp Discord. It is free. Come have fun with us. And until next week, guys, take it easy and be safe, please. Say goodbye, Brody.
Bye.
Goddamn right.
Love you. Miss you already.
No, you don't.
Welcome to the game store!